Alright, rant time, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is a concept that I've talked to with a couple of people on it, and I've gotten into some interesting discussion based off of this, but I'm going to be straight up. I have a pretty polarizing opinion about this particular... It may piss people off, but I would suggest just wait to hear how I'm explaining my thought process before you immediately throw me on the bandwagon of being an asshole on that regard. But anyway, let's just cut straight to the chase here, okay? If you do not create content even remotely on a regular basis, I'm sorry to say it, but I will never consider that type of human being a Let's Player. And this is brought out about because I have somebody in my subscription feed that I have known for quite a long time. I can't say known because I really don't know him. And quite frankly, I can't say that I'm the biggest fan of them either. Why I still have them in my subscription feed, I don't know. Maybe it's like a pity thing. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. But this dates way back... Ow, my finger popped and that hurt. Anyway, this dates way back to when I first started Let's Playing, and I became part of a Let's Play forum. Now I'm part of the Let's Play Sanctuary. That's why I have a couple of people on here that are pretty, well-known people in the Let's Play Sanctuary area. As well, I've met XEI through LPS and various other things. There are some great people on them. And I'm not trying to bash any and all forums, or even any and all Let's Play forums. But the first forum that I was on, which, by the way, you can trace this back to a forum that Cryotic actually excelled in originally and then got well known shortly afterwards, or something along the lines of that, if I recall correctly. But anyway, he was a active member of the community within the Let's Play forum, which I think literally was the name of what it was called, Let's Play forum. But anyway, I'm straggling on what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, a lot of people on that forum, a lot of people were like that classic forum going Reddit's, try to way over rationalize and explain every little facet and detail about things. And it kind of aggravated me because a vast majority of these people didn't even produce a large amount of content. Now, I definitely don't update every day, or it's not like I don't understand being busy, or I don't understand time constraints, or simply just not wanting to upload something for a day. That's fine. Motivations come very strong on with you. You know, you feel aspirations to do things, then they start to plateau a bit. Eventually they fade off and you don't care too much about them. Now, that was partially stolen from Finding Paradise. Fuck off. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to say there. I get the idea of losing motivation in something, but if you do not post things enough to the point where I don't even see a desire or a big aspiration for Let's Playing being like a big thing, or maybe that's the way that you cope with social anxiety. I've seen a lot of people that do that. I know an autistic kid that specifically, well, I don't know if it's autism or... Well, I mean, they're both the same thing, actually. Never mind, I was going to say autism or Asperger's. But anyway, he deals with that social, ineptitude by doing Let's Play and trying to talk to a camera and stuff, and he's met great people, and he's a great guy, too. I'm not trying to be an asshole about that, but that's how he copes with that. And a lot of people deal with Let's Play as a sort of therapeutic thing. Others, not so much. Maybe they're in it for the social aspect. You know what? Let's go straight balls deep here. Maybe you're trying to do it for the fame. And there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you're trying to do it to get big and get the fame and to make a living off of YouTube. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't particularly do that, but to some extent there's going to be some kind of passion, some drive that makes you want to come back and keep doing this and go back at it. And I'm sorry, but I don't see it with a lot of the people that I used to see in that forum before. It just seemed like a lot of people that pretended like they knew an awful lot about the art of Let's Play and how to make videos properly, and they just way overshot how, I guess, successful that they were. They just seemed very pretentious I guess. Not very many of them were, like, super braggy about, like, my content is great, if any, from what I recall from it, though, but that was just the vibe that I got from this forum, and I eventually left them because I couldn't stand the environment. It just seemed a little too pretentious for me. I was too busy at the time trying to find good RPG horrors anyway, and do my own content on my shitty laptop, and find my way through life, and eventually that upgraded to using better software and stuff, better webcams, and now my stuff that I make is a much better quality. You should take a look at my Misao videos. The quality of those videos versus now was fucking atrocious, but I learned through there, and it's not like feedback doesn't get you there, and you don't need to know an awful lot about Let's Playing to know what people want to see, and I get that. That's definitely one thing that forum was very good at, was getting critical feedback about things. It wasn't even so much about them critiquing my work that pissed me off. It was just the way that these people seemed to go about it. They would sit there and talk with each other hours upon hours upon hours and just go back and forth on these forums talking about things. It was like, it felt like being in an art museum when you're not an art person and hearing people like critique an artist's image necessarily in there. And it's just a very difficult thing for me, especially anyway, because I've always been more of that expressionist type of human being when it comes to art anyway, where just, you know what, fuck it, it is what it is, and it's not about trying to get deep into somebody else's mind. Stop looking at things way too deeply. I've always had that kind of mindset with things, so I'm a little bit biased here to begin with, and I'll be straight up with you on that, but it's just something that I never quite understood when I was on that forum, and I never felt that big of an attachment there. And I'm glad that I moved over to Let's Play Sanctuary as well. We'll move over to a more positive note here, because I've met some absolutely fucking awesome people there, like, fucking Tree Jam, Great Tree Jam. That's what I was trying to think right there. I've met, again, XEI through there. Matrix Gaming Live. I did a podcast with Red X Rain at one point, who I believe he was the teacher. I've done podcasts with a couple other people as well. James Evans is another guy that I know through there as well. I think he went by Meditine before. You can call me out on that one if you don't when you see me, man. But I've met some fantastic fucking people through this, and it seemed like a much better community. And I'm not trying to just trash the old forum in any way, shape, or form. I don't like to trash people, but just the concept that I'm trying to get across here, guys, essentially, end all be all, is it aggravates me so much when I see somebody who doesn't show that much of a passion for something, but spends so much of their time critiquing other people for it and pretending like they know so much about it when they upload like a fucking video at a time, go weeks and weeks and weeks before they put up another one, and if they upload consistently, then that lasts for maybe 2-3 weeks while they try to get a project out, and then they go radio silent for 7 months. And it just blows my mind to see somebody that does that. But meanwhile, like, and I'm nothing special, but there's one thing that I have definitely kept with my Let's Play channel since I started it 4 years ago. We're only 113 subscribers strong, and that's okay, but I've always kept consistency with keeping my videos up, and I've always put something out there where I'm like, I'm not going to be available for a month or something, to keep people in the loop in case they were curious, because that'd be the last thing on my channel before I went silent for a month and a half, or before my video uploads went a lot more sparse at that time. And they continued to go up. I have about 540 some odd videos. 20 or something of those don't count though, because they're Undertale re-uploads, and I was trying to do a video a while ago that was to compile all of those together, and I had copyright, not strikes, but claims on the outro song that I had used for there, which basically means I don't have the permission to download the video to be able to splice it up and use it later on down the line, because that claim is on it. I don't actually own the video anymore. So, long story short, I have to re-upload everything like that in a series if I want to do a compilation. But anyway, this video is starting to get quite a bit lengthy here, and doing the usual droning on thing that I do, so to end this on a note here, guys, like, just feedback's okay. And it is totally okay, whatever your aspirations, your dreams, or whatever it is that you want to accomplish in life, or any kind of hobby in any way, shape, or form, feedback is totally okay, of any kind. Negative, positive, I'm okay with constructive fucking criticism of any kind, but, like, don't pretend like... Just don't pretend that you're anything that you're not. I'm sorry, like, it's just, I don't think that anybody that goes so fucking long for not putting any videos or anything up has any goddamn right to tell anybody at all, like, how they should be doing their content or to critique other people and pretend like they're this fine connoisseur of fucking video making etiquette when they have fucking 30 videos on their channel across 12 years, you know, like, apparently it's a fine art that they know so goddamn much about, but they have zero fucking practice in it whatsoever. So, anyway, just stay humble, guys. I'll see you later.